Ever wake up in the middle of the night, groggy and confused, wondering why your sleep is constantly interrupted? Could it be that your body is trying to tell you something important? There are several subtle, yet significant nighttime signs of diabetes that often go unnoticed until they cause real damage. Understanding these signs could save you from further complications, especially when it comes to vital organs like your kidneys. Frequent urination at night, nocturia. Let's start with a common yet disruptive sign: frequent urination at night, also known as nocturia. Imagine being woken up multiple times in a single night, not because of a bad dream, but because your body insists on a trip to the bathroom. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a red flag. Why does this happen? When there's too much sugar in your blood, your kidneys work overtime to filter it out. Sugar is toxic in excess, and your body's natural response is to flush it out, bringing water along with it. This leads to dehydration, which only makes you thirstier and keeps you caught in a cycle of drinking and urinating. I once knew a man who was getting up nearly 10 times a night. He was exhausted all day and had no idea that this was completely avoidable. Once he made some changes, which I'll share with you, his symptoms vanished in just 3 days. Speaking of thirst, this brings us to our next sign: excessive thirst. It's a vicious cycle. Dehydration from frequent urination makes you drink more water, but your body's high sugar levels mean it's holding on to sodium, which also makes you thirsty. So, you drink, you pee, and then you're thirsty again. It's a never-ending loop, and as you're losing fluids, you're also losing vital minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium, while sodium sticks around. If you find yourself guzzling water constantly, even though you don't feel hot or haven't exercised, it's a good idea to check your blood sugar or see a doctor to rule out high blood sugar or other underlying conditions. Restless leg syndrome. Now, have you ever tried to sleep with legs that just won't stay still? Restless leg syndrome is another sign of diabetes, and it can ruin your chances of getting a good night's rest. I've experienced this myself years ago. I had a habit of indulging in a pint of Ben & Jerry's every night. Little did I know, all that sugar was robbing my body of vitamin B1, leading to a buildup of lactic acid in my muscles. Without enough B1, your muscles don't get the oxygen they need, leading to that unbearable restlessness. Magnesium deficiency, often seen in diabetics, plays a role here too. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't relax. It's like having a car stuck in gear. No matter how much you want to relax, your legs just keep moving. Diabetic neuropathy. This next sign ties in closely with restless leg syndrome, but affects your feet more than your legs. Diabetic neuropathy can cause burning, pain, numbness, or other strange sensations in your feet, especially at night. When you lie down, blood pools in your lower body, putting pressure on nerve endings that are already damaged, making the symptoms worse. The good news is, there's a powerful combination of supplements, biotin and alpha-lipoic acid, that can provide relief. But the key is controlling your blood sugar. Fatigue. When your blood sugar is high, your body cells struggle to absorb glucose, the fuel they need to function. Even though you may consume enough food, the glucose isn't getting into your cells due to insulin deficiency or resistance. This energy shortage leaves you feeling drained and sluggish, making it difficult to concentrate, exercise, or complete daily tasks. Don't ignore fatigue, especially if other signs accompany it on this list. It's your body's way of telling you something is wrong. Leg and foot cramps. Cramps in your lower legs or feet are another common symptom. These cramps are due to a lack of magnesium caused by high blood sugar. When there's not enough magnesium in your body, calcium, which causes muscles to contract, builds up inside your cells. Without magnesium to balance it out, your muscles can't relax, leading to painful cramps. A good magnesium supplement, like magnesium glycinate, can help ease these cramps and improve your sleep at the same time. Excessive sweating. Another sign to watch for is excessive sweating, particularly in the face, neck, or upper body. Now, this isn't the same as night sweats from menopause. This sweating is tied to your blood sugar and occurs when your body is stuck in a state of fight or flight. High blood sugar can put your nervous system on edge, causing adrenaline to spike and making you sweat. This can happen whether your blood sugar is too high or too low, as both conditions stress the body. Sleep apnea. Do you struggle with sleep apnea? This condition, where your breathing stops and starts during sleep, is a classic symptom of diabetes. It often goes hand in hand with insulin resistance, a condition where your body produces too much insulin to deal with excess sugar. This not only affects your breathing, but can lead to significant weight gain, as insulin is a fat-storing hormone. Blurred vision. High blood sugar can wreak havoc on your vision. When glucose levels are elevated, it can draw fluid into the lens of your eye, altering its shape and affecting how light is focused. This can lead to blurry vision, making it difficult to see clearly. Anyone experiencing blurry vision should see a doctor immediately, especially if it comes on suddenly. Not only could it be a sign of high blood sugar, but it could also indicate other serious eye conditions. Early detection and treatment of high blood sugar can help prevent vision problems from worsening and help maintain good eye health. Hypoglycemia. Another nighttime sign to watch for is hypoglycemia, or low blood sugar. This can happen when your body overreacts to high sugar levels by producing too much insulin, causing your blood sugar to drop. You might wake up suddenly, feeling stressed and shaky, as your body releases adrenaline and cortisol in response. This often happens in the early morning hours, just when you should be getting your deepest sleep. Delayed sleep onset. If you find yourself lying in bed, wide awake even though you're tired, high blood sugar could be the culprit. Excess sugar delays the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. So, even when you're exhausted, you might find it hard to drift off. Increased hunger. Even though you might be consuming more food than usual, your body struggles to use that food for energy. This happens because of a lack of insulin or insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that helps shepherd glucose, a type of sugar, from your bloodstream into your cells. When insufficient insulin or cells resist its effects, glucose builds up in your blood instead of being used by your cells. This leaves your cells starved for energy, triggering intense hunger pangs that can leave you unsatisfied no matter how much you eat. Gastric reflux. Gastric reflux, or GERD, is another issue that can keep you awake at night. This happens when stomach acid backs up into your esophagus, often because your blood sugar is disrupting your autonomic nervous system. This system controls the valves in your digestive tract, and when it's out of sync, acid can easily flow the wrong way. One effective solution is to follow a low-carb ketogenic diet, eating your meals earlier in the day to give your body time to digest. Vivid dreams and nightmares. Do you ever have intense, vivid dreams or even nightmares? This could be due to a deficiency in vitamin B1, which is often caused by a high-carb diet or diabetes. When my kids had nightmares, a dose of B1 quickly calmed them down. This just goes to show how connected your diet and sleep truly are. Frequent infection. Another alarming sign of high blood sugar is experiencing frequent yeast infections, particularly in the vaginal and genital areas. When your blood sugar is elevated, it creates a breeding ground for the fungus Candida albicans, which is responsible for yeast infections. The sugary environment disrupts the natural balance of good and bad bacteria in the vagina, allowing Candida to overgrow. This can lead to symptoms like itching, burning, redness, and discomfort. If you're noticing an increase in yeast infections, it's crucial to get your blood sugar checked by a doctor. They can help identify the underlying cause and recommend appropriate treatment for the yeast infection and potentially high blood sugar. Non-dipping blood pressure. Another lesser-known sign is non-dipping blood pressure. Normally, your blood pressure should drop when you sleep, but in diabetics, it often stays high. You might not notice it, but your body will, leaving you feeling restless and unable to fully relax. Heart palpitation. Heart palpitations are another common issue, especially if you're low on electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. These minerals are crucial for heart health, and when they're depleted by high blood sugar, your heart can start to flutter or race. Teeth grinding. Do you grind your teeth at night? This could be a sign that your body is stuck in a state of stress, triggered by blood sugar imbalances. Grinding your teeth is a way your body releases tension, but it's also a sign that something's not right. Morning headaches. Finally, if you wake up with headaches, it's likely due to dehydration. Your brain needs enough fluid to function properly, and when you're dehydrated, it can lead to pain and pressure. But simply drinking more water isn't enough. You need to replenish your electrolytes too. Now that you're aware of these signs, the next step is taking action to correct them. If you haven't already, check out this video about 5 bedtime drinks for diabetics. Trust me, it's worth a watch.